here is the networking board, which is a separate unit which I have taken the chip set out of, and all the rest of the I guess heat sinks and stuff like that off of. But you can see here that there is a load of things on here that would look great on top of one of these scout ships as Greeble. All this little detail, including all the little circuit board lines and stuff, also will show up. Here's the back side. You can see that there's like just loads of things that I can garnish off of this motherboard without taking anything off the motherboard. I'm going to be actually using this, well, what most modelers call blue stuff. I got the clear clear version of blue stuff here in my hands, and yeah, from my first video, this stuff, when you heat it up in boiling water, it turns into just a kind of like a gummy goo, and you take this blob of gummy glue and you can stick it onto your Greebels and make an impression, and then that impression will come on here, and of course you'd be able to use something like milliput, like I have some milliput here, to take the impressions out of your mold, which would be made from this. Or you could also use something like Fimo too. Fimo, go ahead and press, it's clay that you can press into the mold itself. You probably want to get this nice and soft before you do that. Press it into the mold, pull it out of the mold. I would probably put it in the, once you put it into this mold, stick it in the fridge, and then that would firm this stuff up enough to separate this easily from it. And then bake this, because this is the oven baked clay, or like I say, you could use the milliput, which you can just mix the two part A, part B together, make yourself a little batch of that stuff, and start pushing that into the impressions. I can do an example here, so maybe I'll get some hot water going here and give you some examples of what we're gonna do. And hey, maybe we can even get to decorate this one up and get it started. So we'll end up putting some Greebles on there, getting some panels, some lifted panels on here, kind of like the way the Millennium Falcon was all put together. We'll put a turret on here as well, and yeah, we'll get this thing going and looking like a ragtag, workable ship for our traveler crew, and give it some individual distinction from, say, another one which will put different Greebles on and different lifted panels on it, and make these all look different. Sound good? Alright, stay tuned.